Sir, up to this it is very clear how to use int function, next a float function and a complex function. Now how to use bool function, just aware. Sir, I have one int value is there, sir, or I have float value is there, or we have okay string value is there, or complex number is there, sir. All these things I want to convert into Boolean type. Are you getting? I want to convert into Boolean type. For that purpose we have to use bool function, okay, to convert, sir, the given number to Boolean type. For that we should go for bool function, right? Sir, now how you can use this bool function? What are the rules are there? If the argument is the int type, float type, complex type, next the string type, what rules are there, sir? Take very special care about this one. Sir, bool int argument, sir. If I pass int argument bool of, sir, 10 I am taking. Can you please tell what the answer? Very simple, sir. If the argument is 0, remember, if the argument value is 0, then false. Non-zero means true, sir. Okay, please make sure whether it is the int type, float type, complex type, everywhere this rule is always same, sir. If the argument is 0, then it's always treated as the false, otherwise it is treated as the, sir, true, sir. Now bool of 10 is not 0, that's why what value we are going to get, sir? True. Next, bool of, sir, here just I am taking 0, sir. Oh, 0, man, 0 argument. 0 argument means what? False we are going to get. Remember this one, false. So non-zero means true, 0 means false. Let me cross check, have a look once, sir. Here I am taking bool, of 10. The answer is the true, sir. Bool of 0, false, sir. Bool of minus 10, yes, whether it is a positive number or negative number, man, is it 0 or not? Not 0, that's why true is the answer we are going to get. Clear, right? If you pass int argument, how the bool function is going to behave? Okay, well, sir, same way, if I pass float argument, sir, rule is always the same, not required to keep any explanation. If the float value is 0, treated as the false, non-zero treated as the true, sir. Okay, I'm taking bool of 0.0. Float value 0.0. 0.0 is always what type? Float. 0 only. Its value is the 0. That's why what is the answer? False is the answer. Sir, bool of 0.1, sir. 0.1. 0.1, is it 0 or non-zero? Non-zero. Even it is a very small value also, but non-zero. That's why we are going to get true as the answer. Clear, right? Any explanation is required? Let me check this possibility also. Sir, bool of, here 1 minute. Here observe this. Bool of 0.0. Total value is evaluates to 0. That's why it is the false. False is the answer. Bool of 0.0001, sir. Very small value, but it's not 0. That's why true itself is the answer. Bool of minus 0.00001 I am taking, sir. Still it is the true only because it is not 0. So it is not 0, that's why it is the true. So clear, right? If the total value evaluates to 0, then it is always false. Non-zero, it is always a true, sir. Okay, like. Sir, next complex argument. Complex number argument, right? Complex argument, if you pass. Sir, simple. Both the real part and the imaginary part, both are 0. Real part and the imaginary part, both are 0, then it is considered as false, otherwise it is treated as the, sir, true, sir. Very simple. Bool of 0 plus 0j. 0 plus 0j. 0 plus 0j. What is the answer we are going to get, sir? False. False. Because the real part is the 0, imaginary part is the 0. Sir, except this, if for non-zero, sir, bool of 1 plus 0j, then automatically true is the answer we are going to get. 1 plus 0j, true is the answer, sir. If both the real part and imaginary part both are 0, then only false, sir. Otherwise it is the true. Let me cross check, sir. Here have a look once about this one. Bool of 0 plus 0j, false is the answer. False itself is the answer, sir. Bool of 1 plus 0j, 1 plus 0j, true itself is the answer. So both real part and imaginary part both are 0, then only bool function is going to return false. Otherwise bool function is always going to return true, sir. Okay, well, sir, next fourth argument, sir, very important. Fourth argument, observe carefully. Here, if it is the string argument, dangerous man, take special care. A bit dangerous, take special care. STR argument, right? What is the STR argument? Sir, very simple, how the bool function is going to behave. If the string, sir, let me check here, right? Can you please tell bool of true I'm taking, sir? Bool of false I'm taking. Bool of yes I'm taking. Bool of no I'm taking. No I'm taking. Bool of empty string I'm taking. Have you observed? In the first case, what the answer? True. Second case, was string internally contain false only. String internally contain false only. What the answer we are going to get? Okay, most dangerous point. Several times we are going to use in the next classes also. Take a bit very special care. What the point is? What that point is? If the argument is empty string, if the argument is empty string, then only considered the false. If the argument is empty string, then it is considered the false. If it is not empty, it may contain true or false or Durga or yes or no. In all cases, we are going to get true as the answer. Remember this one. Even bool of false also, it will become true only if the string argument is empty string, then it is treated as the false. Sir, if it is not empty, then it is considered as the true, right? Any doubt about this one? Let me cross check here. Okay, sir, very simple. Bool of true I'm taking. What is the answer, sir? True, sir. Okay, bool of false I'm taking. Still the answer is the true only. Bool of yes I'm taking. Yes, still it is the true. Bool of false no I'm taking. Still it is the true only. Okay, bool of just empty string. Quotes open, quotes close. Empty string, sir. Empty string. What is the answer? False is the answer. If the string is empty, then it is the false. In all other cases, it is treated as the true only. I hope it is clear for all of you, right? So, how the bool function is going to behave? Very simple, sir. If it is the int argument, float argument, complex number argument. If the total value is 0, treated as the false. If it is not 0, treated as the true, sir. Okay, well. Next, in the case of string argument, if the string argument is empty string, then it is the false. Otherwise, it is treated as the true, sir. Clear, right? How to use bool function? Sir, up to this, we covered very clearly how to use int function, float function, complex function, and a bool function. Now the next ones are str function. What is the purpose of str function? If you have int value, or float value, or complex value, or bool value, if you want to convert type, then we require to go for str function. So from other types to string type, if you want to convert, then we require to go for str function, right? But take a bit very special care about this str function. Nothing, no big rules are there. Any conversion is always acceptable, man. Okay, no restrictions, no internal loopholes are there. Okay, here observe str of 10. Now I will get a 10, sir. Convert this 10 like a 10. str of 0b1111, 0b1111 int argument I am passing, but this int argument you are providing in which form? Binary form, but output is always going to come in decimal form only. Remember that it's always going to provide in decimal form only. Have a look once, observe carefully, right? Here just I'm taking str of 10, sir. str of 10 is the answer. str of 0b1111, like this I'm taking, still it is treated as the 15, right? Okay, same way the remaining cases also. str of 10.5, now it will become 10.5. str of 10 plus 20j, now it will become 10 plus 20j in string form. Okay, str of true, sir, it will become true in string style. str of false, now it will become false in string style, like. So now no rules, internal loopholes, any type to string type happily we can convert, no restrictions, right? Okay, have a look once the remaining also. str of 10, str of 10.5, yes, converting into string. str of 10 plus 20j, okay, have you observed, right? 10 plus 20j. str of true I'm taking, sir, true itself. str of false I'm taking, sir, then obviously false we are going to get. Okay, clear, right? So how to convert other types to string type? This is about string, this is the how to use str function, right? That's all. It's very clear how you can perform typecasting by using these Python's inbuilt typecasting functions. Clear, right? Sir, in the last videos we covered very clearly how to perform typecasting with examples. All the 5 typecasting functions I explained. Let me explain again with respect to the summary so that you people will get much clarity. Observe that, sir. The first typecasting function what I explained is int. Okay, total how many functions are available? 5 functions are there. Like the first one I explained, int, sir. So int function for the int argument, no problem, sir. Int to int, really typecasting is not required. Anyway, table sake I took, it is possible. Note, sir, if you are passing float argument to the int function, so something like int of 10.5, what will happen? It's very clear. The digits after the decimal point by default will be gone. 10 is the answer we are going to get. Acceptable. Next, for the int function, if you pass complex argument, complex number as the argument, immediately type error we are going to get. The reason for that is, so you can't convert complex number to int type. Remember that. Next, bool argument, if you are passing, so for the int of true means 1 we are going to get. Int of false means 0 we will get. You know that internally true and false are treated as 0 and 1. That's why, right? Okay, well. Next, string arguments are very important. If you are passing string argument to the int function, compulsory string argument should contain int value only and should be specified only in the base 10. So internally contains only int value, and base 10. This is the very important, sir. By mistake, string argument internally contain binary form, hexadecimal form, octal form, immediately we are going to get value error. Okay, sir, please make sure, sir, if you are passing string argument, if you are trying to convert string to int value, string should compulsory contain internally integral number and should be in base 10. Okay, conversion is possible, but this rule you have to aware. Sir, what is the second one? float function, sir. So can I convert int to float? Yes, why not? Happily you can do that. Float of 10, if you are taking 10.0 is the answer. Yes, float int argument you can pass to the float. Now the corresponding float value you will get. Next, float argument float, of course possible, not required to use typecasting function, it is already float. Next, complex number, I want to convert to the float type by using float function. I want to convert complex number to float type. Sorry man, complex to float conversion not possible. If you are trying to do that, type error we are going to get. Next, bool to float, boolean argument to float. Yes, why not man? Okay, float of true, if you are taking 1.0 we are going to get, because true means 1, but I want float value 1.0. Similarly, float false, if I can take 0.0 we will get, no problem at all. So boolean to float conversion is always possible. Next, what about str argument, sir? Sir, str to float conversion is always possible, but internally str should contain either int value or float value, and compulsory we should use base 10. Have you remembered, right? Either int value or float value, compulsory we should use base 10. By mistake, if you are trying to use any other base, immediately error we are going to get, sir, value error we will get. This is the behavior of float function, right? Sir, what about complex? I want to convert int argument to complex. Okay, there are two complex functions are available, one argument, two argument. If you are passing one argument, it will become which types are, if you are passing one argument, it will become which one? Real part. If you are passing two arguments, it will become both real and imaginary. Sir, I am taking complex on 10, sir. Then 10 plus 0j will come. 10 plus 0j will come, sir. If I am taking complex of 10 comma 20, I am taking, sir. 10 will become real number, 20 will become imaginary number. 10 plus 20j we are going to get. Okay, remember. So int argument, if you want to convert int value to complex, possible man. Don't get confused. Int number to complex type possible, but complex number to int type not possible. Complex number to float type not possible. Remember, don't get confused clearly, sir. So complex number, if you want to convert to int type, float type not possible, but int number if you want to convert to complex possible. Don't get confused. Okay, well, what about float, sir? Same rule. If you are passing one argument, it will become real part. If you are passing two argument, it will become, if you are passing two argument, it will become what? Complex. Are getting both the real part and imaginary part. Same rule. Next, complex to complex. Anyway, always possible. Always right. So, bool argument. If you pass bool argument to true, sir, it will become only one argument. It will become what? Real part. Of course, its internal value 1 will be considered if it is a true. If it is a false, 0. Even I explain with example. String argument, sir. Yes, please make sure. So, if you want to pass a string argument to the complex function, two rules I covered. Okay, two rules I covered. If the first argument is the string, second argument you should not pass. So if you are passing string value, it will become real value. Then imaginary number is always 0. Next, for the second argument, string value you can't pass. Okay, with those restrictions you can pass a string value, no problem at all. Next, bool function, sir. So if you are passing int value, sir, very simple. If the int value is 0, it will considered as false. Non-zero, it is considered as true. Yes, int to bool possible. Next, float is also. If the value is 0.0, it will become false. Non-zero, it will become true, sir. Next, complex number. So real part and imaginary part both are 0. 0 plus 0j, it is the false. In all other cases, it is the true, sir. Next, bool argument. Bool to bool, no problem at all. Next, string arguments are, if the string is empty, then empty string, then it is false. Non-empty, it is always a true, sir. Remember this one, very, very important point. If the string argument is empty string, then it is always considered as false. Non-empty string, it is always considered the true, sir. Next, str. You can convert any type to str, no problem at all. Are you getting? This is a small summary what you people should be aware about typecasting functions. Maybe so this having idea is always recommended, but complex numbers we are not required to worry that much, because we are not going to use that much frequently in our coding. But having awareness is always recommended, right? Sir, clear for all of you, right? If any person is asking about Python typecasting functions, can you please explain with an example? Then you should be in a position to give left and right. Clear, right? Hi friends, in the last videos we covered very clearly what are various fundamental data types, how to convert one type to another type, what are various typecasting functions, all these things, right? Now the next very important concept, subject wise, concept wise, you people should aware very clearly these topics are. What is the topic is fundamental data types versus immutability. Are you getting what is this word? What is this word? Can you please spell out? Immutability. Fundamental data types versus immutability. This topic we have to discuss, right? So first, I have one small question. Which are fundamental data types? Can you spell out which are fundamental data types? Fundamental data types are int, float, complex, bool, and then str. These are fundamental data types. We covered in detail in the last videos, right? So next, what is the meaning of immutable? Are you getting? What is the meaning of immutability? Sir, anyone, can you please tell? Normal dictionary meaning. Forget about Python programming. So what is the meaning of immutable? Immutable, like? Sir, very simple. Mutable means changeable. You can change. Immutable means non-changeable. Are you getting? What is the meaning of mutable? Can you please spell out? Very important word. Mutable means changeable. Are you getting? Happily you can change. Changeable is mutable, sir. Immutable means non-changeable. Immutable means non-changeable. You can't perform any changes. Such type of thing is called immutable. Okay, like now I want to conclude the most valuable, very important points are all fundamental data types are immutable, non-changeable. Sir, what it means? What is the meaning of immutability, sir? Once we create an object, we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. Very important, sir. Why I am writing, especially this one is, this point should inject in your mind. Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes. In that object. If we are trying to perform any changes, with those changes a new object will be created. If we are trying to perform any changes, with those changes a new object will be created, sir. With those changes a new object will be created. Are you getting? With those changes a new object will be created, right? Okay, this non-changeable nature is nothing but immutability concept. Are you getting right? So what is the meaning of immutable, sir? Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If you are trying to perform any changes, with those changes a new object will be created. this non-changeable behavior is nothing but what? Immutability. Any doubt about this one? Sir, okay, theory okay. Sir, immutable means non-changeable. Can you explain with an example how fundamental data types are immutable? Okay, just observe a bit very carefully about this one, sir. Here I am taking, sir, x is equal to 10. I am taking, sir. Do you know x is equal to 10? Can you please represent this one with the diagrammatic representation? Yes, friends. Sir, everything in Python is an object. Everything in Python is an object. We covered already in the last session. So, do you know? Sir, now x is the reference variable, 10 is the object. Okay, well. Sir, now what I am trying to take is, do you know? For every object, address is there. Address is there. How to print address of an object? ID. Now, let me print ID of x, sir. Okay, some value you are going to get. Okay, well. Now I am trying to take x is equal to x plus 1. Observe carefully, sir. X is equal to x plus 1. I am trying to change the content of x, adding 1. Can you please tell, because of this change, what will happen? Yes, friends, because of this change, what will happen? X is equal to x plus 1. What will happen? So, don't feel this 10 will be replaced with 11. No, this is not the thing which is going to be happen, sir. Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If you are trying to perform any changes, with those changes, a new object by default will be created. Remember this one. So, because of x is equal to x plus 1, what will happen is, with the 11, a new object will be created, sir. With 11, a new object will be created. Now onwards, x is pointing to this reference variable. Now onwards, x is pointing to this reference variable. Now, this object not having any reference variable, that's why eligible for garbage collection. Sir, inside Python virtual machine, there is one component is there. If any object not having any reference, such type of useless objects will be destroyed by garbage collector. Now this object eligible for garbage collection, right? Sir, now earlier x is pointing to this object, but now x is pointing to this object. Where is the proof for that? Are you getting? Print of ID of x. Okay, if really a new object got created, then how many objects will be there? Can you please spell out how many objects will be there, sir? 2 objects will be there. So, address of first object, address of second object, both are different. If really 2 objects are going to come, yes, clear, man, you can't perform any changes in this object. With those changes, a new object got created. We proved practically, right? Let me execute this code. Have a look once, sir. I am taking x is equal to 10, sir. I am taking x is equal to 10. I am taking, sir. X is equal to 10. Now, print of ID of x, sir. Print of ID of x. Okay, just observe up to this line. Sir, py, okay, py test.py. Have you observed this is the address, because for every object address will be there, sir. Okay, well. Now, x is equal to x plus 1 I am taking, sir. X is equal to x plus 1. Print of ID of x I am taking, sir. Print of ID of x. Sir, if really new object is going to be created, because of this x is equal to x plus 1, if really a new object is going to be created, compulsory the address of this object, both are different. Have a look once. Now here it's a very clear for you people. Now both addresses are same or different. Can you please observe? Here 544, but here we have 560. There is a clear difference there between these two things. So 2 objects got created, right? Yes, practical proof. Okay, so once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If you are trying to perform any changes, with those changes a new object will be created. This non-changeable behavior is nothing but immutability concept. Have you observed, right? So once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If you are trying to perform any changes, with those changes a new object will be created. This non-changeable behavior is nothing but immutability object, that immutability concept. Sir, now it's a very clear for you people. Yes, I created an object, x is the 10. So whenever I'm trying to perform some change in the existing object, changes won't be there. Compulsory new object got created. Practical proof. Clear for all operate? Now int object, is it immutable or mutable? Respond friends. Int object, is it immutable or mutable? Immutable. Correct, right? Sir, let me go for one more small example so that you will get much clarity, right? Have a look once. One more example. So with a bit sir, more explanation will be there. Observe. I'm taking x is equal to 10, sir. X is equal to 10. So now, do you know here x is pointing to 10. Perfect. Now I'm taking y is equal to sir x I'm taking. If I can take y is equal to x, what it means is y is also pointing to same object. Y is also pointing to same object. If you want, sir, for practical proof, if you want, you can print address of x and address of y. Now I'm trying to print address of x, print of address of y. Perfect. In both cases, compulsory same answer we have to get, because how many objects are there? Only one object. Okay, well. Now I'm taking, observe very carefully, sir, very dangerous point. Now I'm trying to take y is equal to x plus 1 or y plus 1. No problem. Any variable you can take. Y is equal to y plus 1. Y is equal to y plus 1. Can you please tell, I'm trying to increment the value of 10, sir. So if you are trying to perform any change with those changes, compulsory new object will be created in the existing object. Okay, no changes, right? A new object got created. This new object pointed, referred by y. That's why now onwards y is pointing to this object, right? Can you please confirm total how many objects are there? Respond. Why you are silent? Total how many objects are there? 2 objects. First object and the second object, right? So x is pointing to this one, y is pointing to this new object. Sir, if you want, print the value of x 10, print the value of y 11, and print address of x and address of y, both are different. Remember, so if I print x value 10 is the answer. If I print y value 11 is the answer. If I print address of x, id of x, print id of y, compulsory both are different. Because if you are trying to perform any changes, a new object got created, right? Now I have one question. So total how many objects are there? 2 objects. How many objects eligible for garbage collection? You respond. How many objects eligible for garbage collection? No, because this object happily you can use by using x. This object happily we can use by using y. That's why no object, 0 number of objects eligible for garbage collection. Clear, right? Let me execute this one also so that you will get much clarity. Observe carefully, sir. Here I am taking id. Here x is equal to 10, sir. Y is equal to x. Okay, print of id of x, print of id of x, print of id of y I am taking, sir. If I consider like this, what is the answer we are getting? Have you observed? Both addresses are same, because up to this, how many objects are there? Only one object, man. Only one object. 10 is the reference variable. Both x and y pointing to same object only. This is the thing which is going to be happen. That's why same address we are going to get. Now my question is, y is equal to y plus 1. Y is equal to y plus 1. Now with this change, a new object will be created, sir. Now print x value, print y value. Sir, what is the value of x? 10. But what is the value of y? 11 like this, right? Sir, now observe. So value of x is 10, value of y is 11. Sir, let me print id of x, print of id of x, print of id of y, print of id of y. Sir, I am sure in both cases different objects are there. That's why different addresses we have to get. Last two addresses, observe that, sir. Yes, last two addresses. Okay, these are the two addresses, right? At the beginning both are pointing to the same address, but now both are not pointing to the same object. Sir, this is the old object only x, but y pointing to new object. That's what you people should aware clearly, right? So from these two examples you are getting much clarity what is the meaning of immutability. Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. Have you observed, right? Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If we are trying to perform any changes, with those changes a new object will be created. This non-changeable behavior. Non-changeable behavior is nothing but what? Immutability. Any doubt? Up to this is the clear? Sir, in the last video we covered very clearly what is the meaning of immutability with examples, right? Sir, now the next thing my requirement is, sir, why immutability concept is required? Okay, in Python, why this immutability concept is required? Just observe a bit very carefully, sir. I am taking a is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. B is equal to 10. C is equal to 10. Do you know who is responsible to create object in Python? Python virtual machine. Python interpreter is responsible to create object, virtual machine, right? So now in this case, total how many objects will be created? Can you please confirm? Total how many objects will be created in this case? Yes? Total how many objects? 3 objects. Are you getting? Because it is a different line, it is a different line, it is a different line. That's why total how many objects got created? 3 objects got created. No. Our Python virtual machine is a bit intelligent person. Are you getting? What it's going to do is A is equal to 10. Listen very carefully about this one, sir. Sir, A is, yes, refers to this object. A is equal to 10. Okay. Now my point is, sir, B is equal to 10. In Python, if an object is required to create an object, Python virtual machine is required to create an object. Blindly, it won't create an object. First, Python virtual machine, what it will do, PVM, what it will do is, for the required content 10 is an object already available or not. Are you getting? For the object already available or not. So Python virtual machine will check. If an object already available, it is always going to use existing object only. Remember that it's always going to use what? Existing object only instead of creating new object. Sir, object reusability. So if a Python virtual machine required to create an object, it won't create that object immediately. First it will check, is any object already there with the required content or not. If an object already there with the required content, then what it will do is it will reuse existing object only. It is not going to create new object. So B is equal to 10. 10 is already there. Now B is also pointing to that object. Remember that it's a point into that. Similarly, C is equal to 10. Okay, C is also pointing to that object. A, B, C. So total how many objects are there? Respond. How many objects are there? Only one object. But how many reference variables are there? 3 reference variables pointing to same object. 3 reference variables pointing to same object. Object reusability, man. Okay, where is the proof for that? Very simple. Print of ID of A. Print of ID of B. Print of taking. Here I am taking A is equal to 10, B is equal to 10, C is equal to 10. Okay, print of ID of A, ID of B, print of ID of A, ID of B, ID of C, sir. If I can take like this, what output by default we are going to get, sir? Sir, can you please expect, is it the same answer or not? Yes, means that how many objects got created, sir? Only one object got created. So, 3 reference variables point into the same object. Are you able to understand? So, what is the advantage? What is the biggest advantage here? Instead of creating 3 objects, we are creating only one object and we are reusing the same object. The biggest advantage here, what we are going to get is memory utilization will be improved. Memory utilization will be improved. Memory saved, sir. Memory usage of memory saved. Second advantage is, do you know, creating an object is a costly operation. In any programming language, creating an object is a very costly operation. We are not required to create 3 objects. One object is enough, means automatically performance also will be improved. Automatically performance also will be improved, sir. This is the advantage. Don't feel only for the int. For the remaining cases also, happily it is applicable. Observe this. A is equal to, sir, 100.234. What is this one? Please confirm. What is this one? It is the float value. Now B is equal to, sir, 1000.234 I am taking. Can you please imagine how many float objects will be created? How many float objects will be created? Only one object, and reuse same object. Are you getting? Only one object and reuse same object for both requirements, right? Okay, well, now print off. How you proved in the last example? What is the approach we followed? Sir, address of ID of A, ID of B. If addresses are same, both are pointing to the same. So, not required to compare addresses. There is one small shortcut is there. If you want to check whether A and B both are pointing to the same object or not, how to check is operator is there. What is that operator? Is. A is B. Okay, in the operators I will explain in detail, don't worry. A is B when it returns true if both are pointing to the same object. If both the references point into the same object, then only it returns true. Remember that. Sir, now A is B or not? A is B or not? Yes, perfect. Yes, both are pointing to the same object only. True itself is answer we have to get, sir. Remember this. Sir, where is the proof for that? Have a look once, sir. Observe carefully. Here I am taking A is equal to 1000.234. B is equal to 1000.234. Like this I am taking. Print of A is B. Like this I am taking. Are you getting? Print of A is B. B like this I am taking, sir. Can you please observe that? What is the answer we are going to get? True. True means both are pointing to the same object only. So, reusing object, this story not only for int, for the float also it is applicable. Let me cross check for Boolean case. A is equal to true I am taking, sir. What is the value? True. True. B is equal to true I am taking. A is equal to true, B is equal to true. Print of A is B. A is B like this, right? Sir, what will happen in this case is A is the true. Sir, true itself is an object only in Python. A is pointed to that. B is a true. B is also pointed to the same object. A is a B. Both are pointing to the same object or not? What the answer we are going to get? True itself is the answer. Okay, let me cross check here. See this one, sir. A of course is equal to true I am taking. B is equal to true I am trying to take. Okay, print of A is B. Okay, what is the answer, sir? True only we are going to get. A is B. A and B both are pointed to the same object. That's why what answer we are going to get, sir? True itself is the answer. So, even for Boolean case also, this rule is applicable. Let me consider, what about string? What about string case? Let me consider, sir. A is equal to Durga soft. A is equal to Durga soft. B is equal to Durga soft. Are you getting? A is equal to Durga soft, B is equal to Durga soft. Print of A is a B. Are you getting? Print of A is a B. Like this I'm taking. What answer we are going to get, sir? True only. Here Durga soft is the string object. Both A and B point into the same object. Everyone can able to understand, right? So here let me cross check this last final point also. Okay, Durga soft. Here also Durga soft. Like this I'm taking. A is a B or not? What are the answers are? Have you observed? True itself is the answer. Okay, well. So now, so Python virtual machine, how it is very intelligent, okay, to improve memory utilization, performance improvements, right? Now the terminology is very clear. So in Python, if an object is required to create, Python virtual machine won't create immediately. First it will check, is there any object already available with the required content or not? If an object already available with the required content, then existing object will be reused. Clear, right? If existing object is not there, sir, no existing object, then only a new object will be created. This behavior is nothing but, this is what the advantage of this approach? Memory utilization, performance will be improved, sir. Everyone can able to understand what the advantage like. Sir, here you may ask something. Sir, reusing existing object, performance will be improved, you are telling, sir. But whenever we are creating an object, every time my Python virtual machine will search whether this object is already available or not. So search operation, so performance effect may be there. Search operation it has to do, performance effect may be there. So after searching, if it is identified no object is available, then it has to create what? New object, create operation. Do you know? So search operation, create operation, time complexities. Search operation is a very easy job, but create operation is a very difficult. That's why even it is going to perform search, no performance issues, because create operation is more costly than search operation, right? One student asked the doubt, sir, you are telling, so before creating an object, Python virtual machine is always going to search, is this object is already available or not? Is it performance issue or not? Yes, definitely performance issue. But search operation, so how much time it is going to take? Create operation, how much time it is going to take? Search operation will take very less time when compared with create operation. That's why, so search operation, so if you are going to use instead of create, obviously performance is going to be improved because it is the most costly operation. Clear for all of you, right? Okay, well. Next, sir, now that's all. This is what we have, right? Now maybe a chance. So what advantage we are going to get because of this object reusability? Can you please tell? Object reusability, what advantage? Memory utilization, performance, both will be improved because of this approach. But what problem? But what problem is there in this approach? Because if you want something, you should miss something. For every advantage, okay, compulsory there should be some problem is there. So what problem in this approach? That part I will show in the big picture so that you people can get much clarity. Up to this is the clear, right? Sir, now I want to show the same concept in the big picture. Observe that. I want to develop one voter registration application. What is this one, sir? Can you please spell out? Voter registration application. I want to develop, sir, voter registration application. In the voter registration application, do you know which fields are there? End user, voter is required to fill which fields? Observe carefully, sir. Name compulsory required. Father name, okay, required. Next, mother name. These days in India, okay, everywhere mother name also should be specified, compulsory, right? Next, address because voter ID acts as address proof also, okay, like sir, house number, next street, next city or village, next district, and then state, okay, like pin number, at last submit button, like we are going to take. Of course multiple fields will be there. Next, here we require to upload our photo also. Assume that, sir. Okay, this is a small voter registration application. I'm trying to do that. Now take a bit very special care. For every user, name must be required, father name must be required, mother name must be required, address, all these things must be required. Sir, now within Hyderabad, assume that, sir, India, Telangana, Hyderabad. Within Hyderabad, assume 1 crore voters are available. How many voters, right? 1 crore. 1 crore voters are available, right? Assume. Now, do you know, for all these 1 crore voters, sir, what is the city name? Hyderabad only. Correct or not? For all 1 crore voters, what is the city name? Hyderabad only, right? Now, first voter came. Now, observe carefully, sir. First voter came. Boss, my city is Hyderabad. Sir, immediately, Hyderabad object got created. So, which is referred by v1.city. Okay, Hyderabad like. Now, second voter came. Sir, my city is also Hyderabad. If a second voter city is also Hyderabad, can you please tell, is it required to create new object? No. Directly, for second voter also, same object will be reused. Okay? V3 person is coming. For that also, same object will be reused. Now, 1 crore voters who are belongs to Hyderabad, for all these people, sir, what is the city name? Hyderabad only, right? Now the point, observe carefully, sir. Sir, we can create 1 crore Hyderabad objects and we can use, or we can create only one object and we can reuse that object with the 1 crore references. Which approach is always recommended? Obviously this approach. Have you observed, right? 1 crore objects we require to create. How much memory is required? How much performance issue, like array, you are not required to create 1 crore objects. Only one object is enough. Reuse the same object with the 1 crore references. The biggest advantage, okay, is memory utilization, performance improvements, right? How beautiful this concept. How the Python internal memory management model, yep, beautiful concept, man. But Python virtual machine is a very much intelligent, sir, with respect to the memory utilization, with respect to the performance. Clear for all of you, right? In the big picture, we are not creating 1 crore Hyderabad objects. We are creating only one Hyderabad object and we are reusing 1 crore with 1 crore references. Okay, well. So, memory utilization, performance improvements are there. Okay, well. Just now I told, for every advantage, you are getting some problem also. You are going to, there is some disadvantages also there. There are some limitations are there. What is the problem in this approach is, now take very special care, sir. So now, after some time, V3 person is coming. Boss, my city name got changed. Now I got transferred from Hyderabad to Vijayawada, like someone is telling, sir. Then he is trying to change the content. Assume that. If he is trying to change the content, here instead of Hyderabad, sir, Vijayawada. Assume that, sir. He changed to Vijayawada. Then the problem here is, so is this change will be reflected for all 1 crore people or not? Yes. Sir, after some time, V2 person is coming. My city, not Vijayawada. My city is Mumbai. Like, sir, forget about memory advantage, performance advantage. Now the program is going to behave abnormally. In the morning time in the system I checked, my city is Hyderabad only. After half an hour I checked, my city suddenly changed to Vijayawada. I never changed. But evening whenever I checked, my city became Mumbai. So instead of memory advantage, performance advantage, abnormal behavior is there. Program is going to behave abnormally. So because if one person is trying to change the content, all the 1 crore people are going to be affected. Correct or not? So to prevent this problem, immutability is required. So in Python, this is not the thing which is going to be happen. Hyderabad is always fixed, Hyderabad only. Okay, because multiple references using the same. So if any person trying to change the content, observe carefully, sir. Once we create string object, we can't perform any changes in that object. The content is always fixed, the content is always final. If any person trying to change the content, sir, V3 person, I want to change from Hyderabad to Vijayawada. Sir, now a new object will be created, Vijayawada. only this particular v3 is going to be referred to this new object. Regarding only v3 referred to new object, so that there is no effect on the remaining references. Are you getting right? So if this approach is not there, new object approach is not there, for every small change all 1 crore people are affected. To prevent this effect, for every change a new object will be created which is nothing but immutable, so that there is no effect on the existing. Are you able to understand, right? One, immutability, everyone can able to understand, right? So why immutability concept is required in Python? Yes, happily you can explain with this example. So what advantage of object reusability? What the problem with object reusability? The problem with object reusability is we required immutability concept. Any doubt at all? Clear for all of you, right? Now take a bit very special care up to this. Sir, now take very special care. All fundamental data types are immutable. Okay, so like int, float, complex, int, float, complex, next bool, and then str. All these things are immutable. Don't worry, sir, everything is immutable. Okay, like, but object reusability concept applicable only for int type, float type, bool type, str type. So for complex type, object reusability concept is not applicable. Maybe internally the way of representation is the different, maybe at memory level. So here object reusability is not there, but it is immutable. Remember that. So now where is the proof for that? Yes, if you consider a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10, print of a is b, true is the answer. True is the answer, because for int always it is going to use existing object only. Next a is equal to 10.5, b is equal to 10.5. okay, print of a is b. Okay, in the case of float also we are always going to get existing object, we are always going to reuse existing object only. True, sir. Sir, now a is equal to true, b is equal to true, print a is b. Yes, a is b. What the answers are? True. Yes, we covered, we executed already all these things, right? Next, a is equal to Durga, a is equal to Durga, b is equal to Durga, print of a is b. What answers are? True is the answer. Okay, well, so object available for int, available for float, bool, and then string type, but not applicable for complex type. Where is the proof for that? Now observe, a is equal to 10 plus 20j, a is equal to 10 plus 20j, b is equal to 10 plus 20j. Are you getting? So in this case, even content is the same, compulsory a new object will be created in the case of complex numbers. Now observe, print of a is b, in this case false is the answer we have to get. Are you getting right? So only object reusability concept not applicable for complex numbers, except complex. For the remaining data types it's always applicable, man, in the fundamental types. But complex is immutable. Immutability is the common property, sir. All are immutable, but reusing the object is not there for complex numbers. Maybe internal memory representation, the way of representation may be different because of some internal reason. But anyway, we are not going to use complex numbers that much frequently. Don't worry about that. Let me show up to this, right? Observe carefully. Here a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10, print of a is b. I'm taking, sir. What answer we are going to get? True itself is the answer. Now 10.5, b is a 10.5, a is a b. I'm taking. What the answer? True. True itself is the answer, sir. Next, a is a false I'm taking, okay, need not be true, sir, false I'm taking, sir, B is also false, sir, both false object means only one object will be there internally, sir, true itself is the answer. Next, A is equal to Durga, B is equal to Durga, like this, right? A is B, what the answer? True itself is the answer. But what about complex number? 10 plus 20j, 10 plus 20j, even the content is the same, but the answer we are going to get what? False is the answer, sir. Okay, well, so object reusability concept applicable for all fundamental types except the complex, but all fundamental types including complex are immutable, right? Next, here one small clarity I have to provide. So we can execute Python program, Python script. I wrote some script and I'm trying to execute. It is the standard way, sir. Do you know we can execute from Python IDLE, sir, Python ideal console also you can execute, sir, or simply Python console also you can execute, sir. Remember Python console, okay, Python console IDLE, these things are REPL tools. Regarding what is this one, sir? REPL tools. REPL means read, evolve, print. Read, evolve, print, repeat the same process. REPL tools. These things are not standard IDEs or not standard editors to develop the programs. So these are just to test the small coding snippets. We are going to use this, but these may show different behavior. Don't worry, sir. If you are going to use your IDEs, Atom IDE, PyCharm IDE, or Spider, or otherwise standard whatever approach I am using, all these cases our discussion is valid. But in the case of IDLE, Python console, these are just a small REPL tools to execute small coding snippets. Here you may get different results. Don't worry about that, sir. Observe that how you can conclude. Have a look once, sir. I'm taking A is equal to 1000. Have you observed very carefully, sir? A is equal to 1000, B is equal to 1000, A is B. So standard approach I'm taking. Can you please tell what the answer we have to get? True itself is the answer, sir. True is the answer we are getting. But the same thing I can ask in the IDLE. Okay, so Python IDLE. Let me launch it, sir. Okay, the same question I'm asking. This is the Python IDLE. A is equal to 1000, B is equal to 1000. A is a B or not? What the answer we are getting? Are you seeing the answer, right? So the answer in the Python IDLE is a false we are going to get. So don't worry about that. It is not standard. Okay, it is not a standard. Same way, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 10, A is a B I'm taking. Sir, now you are getting true. Sir. So it means this IDLE is going to reuse existing object up to certain range only. I hope that the range is, I hope that the range is 0 to 256. The range in the case of int 0 to 256 only in this. Maybe IDLE tool or consoles or Python console, like it is within this range only. But in the case of float, observe the behavior two worst. A is equal to 10.5, B is equal to 10.5. I am taking, sir. A is the 10.5, B is the 10.5, A is B. We have to get a true, sir, because in the case of float also we will have reusing, but here false we are going to get. Means this is not standard. Don't worry about that. Next, similarly Python console also. Just now I showed, right? Python console py. I am taking, sir. A is equal to 10.5, B is equal to 10.5, like I am taking. A is B or not? False we are going to get, sir. A is equal to 1000 I am taking, B is equal to 1000 I am taking, A is B. Yes, false we are going to get. So don't worry about console, Python console and the Python IDLE. It may show different results, but these are not standard. Sir, whatever approach we are following is the standard. If you want, you can execute in the PyCharm, same results we are going to get. Clear for all of right? Now, up to this any doubt? What is the meaning of immutability? Okay, like. Sir, by this time, you people got very clearly what about immutability? Why this immutability concept is required, up to that clear. Now, some students may ask, sir, immutability okay? Can you please show at least one example about mutability also, so that we will get complete picture? Like you may ask, sir, very simple example what I have to discuss. Observe carefully, sir. Here, after completing our fundamental data types, the next level advanced data types we have to discuss list concept, tuple concept. Like there you will get much clarity, but a bit advanced. Let me show one small example to get basic idea. Do you know A is equal to 10, sir? How many values here represent? Only one value, 10. But if I can consider list, sir, list. How many values a list can represent? Multiple values. Are you getting how many values a list can represent? Multiple values. A group of values represented by list. How you can access these elements? By using index. Python is always zero index based. Remember, L of 0, its value is the 10. L of 1, its value is the 20. Okay, like this. Basic idea, sir. List means a group of objects. We can access each element by using index. That's all. But anyway, in the next video, we will discuss list data structure in detail. Don't worry, sir. Sir, now my question is, all fundamental data types are immutable. Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes. If you are trying to perform any change, compulsory a new object will be created. You know, right? Okay. Sir, here I am taking x is equal to 10, x is equal to x plus 1. Like, can you please tell what will happen? X is 10. X is equal to x plus 1 means a new object will be created. Now onwards x is pointing to this one. We discussed already, it is immutable. But list is mutable. List is mutable object. In the existing object only, you can perform any changes, no problem at all. Sir, what it means? Observe carefully, right? Sir, here L is equal to 10, 20, 30 is there, sir. Observe very carefully. L is equal to 10, 20, 30 is there. Okay, 10, 20, 30. This is the list what we have. L is the reference variable for that. Okay, well. Now I'm trying to print L, sir. What is the address of L? Okay, ID of L. ID for modification, address, both the things are same, because modification happen in the same object only. If you want, you can print L value, modified value by default we are going to get, sir. 20, 30 like modified value we are going to get. So means that clear practical proof. So all changes are happened in the existing object only, but not in the new object. Where is the proof? Let me execute this code. Observe carefully, sir. Here I am taking, here 1 minute. Here I am taking L is equal to 10 comma L is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30, sir. Print of ID of L. Print of ID of L and the print L. Sir, I am trying to print content of L and its address also. Okay, let me execute up to this. Yes, content is 10, 20, 30. Address is, this is the address, right? Okay, well. Now my question is, L of 0 is equal to 7777 I am taking. L of 0 is equal to 7777. Print of ID of L. Sir, after modification, what is the result? Next, ID of L. Okay, like. So before modification, what is the L and the address? After modification, what is the L and what is the list content and address of L? Now observe. Sir, am I getting modified content but address is not changed? Meaning that so all changes will be performed in existing object only. This behavior, this changeable behavior is nothing but mutability concept. Is it clear for all of you, right? So can you please explain with an example what is the meaning of mutability? Best example. Let me go for one more small chota example, right? Have observed carefully, right? One more example to prove again. Here I am taking L1 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, like I am taking, sir. L1 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. Now, sir, this is the list we created. 10, 20, 30, 40. L1 is the reference variable. Okay, well, L2 is equal to L1. What is the meaning of this one? L2 is equal to L1 means L2 is also pointing to L1 only. L2 is also pointing to L1. Now, what I want to do, how many list objects are there? 1. But how many references are there? 2 reference variable. Both reference variable point into the same object. Sir, if any person trying to change the content, all those changes will be performed in the existing object only. So by using L1, if I perform some change, those changes will be reflected to L2 also, because both are pointed to the same object. In the existing object only modifications are performing. Okay, now sir, print of L1, print of L2, sir. In both cases we are going to get 10, 20, 30, 40 only. Okay, well, now L1 of 0 is equal to 7777. L1 of 0 is equal to 7777. I am taking. Where will be performed, sir? L1 of 0 means 7777, like 10 will be replaced in the same object. Now the change will be reflected to L2 also. Now let me print again. Print of L1, print of L2. What is the output we are going to get in both cases, sir? Do you know? First element replaced with 7777, 20, 30, 40. So by using L1, if you perform any change, that the change will be reflected to L2, because both are pointing to the same object. In the existing object only content will be modified. Sir, with those changes a new object created? No. In the existing object only modification performed. This changeable behavior is the mutable. Observe carefully. Sir, now L2 of 1. This time I am trying to change by using L2. L2 of 1 means 20, sir. Is replaced with 8888. L2 of is replaced with 8822. What 8888? What it means is this one replaced with 8888, right? So this change will be reflected for L1 or not? Yes, because both are pointed the same. All print of L1, print of L2. What is the answer we are going to get in both cases? 7777, okay, 8888, 30, 40 is the answer we are going to get, friends. So in the case of list, the modifications are happening in the same object or not? Yes, that's why list is mutable. So can you please explain basic example to understand mutability concept? Best example to understand, let me execute this code. Have a look once. I'm taking L is equal to L1 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, sir. Okay, well, L2 is equal to L1. So both are pointing to the same object. Print of L1, next print of L2, like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, well, print of L1 and L2. Let me execute up to this. Yes, the content is the same. Now by using L1, I'm trying to change the content. L1 of 0 is equal to 7777. Okay, print of L1, print of L2. Like, sir, observe that print of L1, print of L2. What answer we are getting? 7777. So if you perform any change to L1, automatically that change will be reflected to L2, because both are pointing to the same. Remember this one, sir. Okay, next. By using L2, I want to perform some change. L2 of 1 is equal to 8888. Print of L1 and the print of L2. Automatically, that change will be reflected to L1 or not. Can you please observe that? Yes, that change will be reflected to L1, L2. So both it's going to reflect. So clear indication, all changes performed in the existing object only. This changeable behavior is nothing but what? Mutability concept. Are you able to understand, right? Sir, up to this any doubt? So what is the meaning of immutability? But anyway, from this, just you should aware all fundamental data types are immutable. Okay, once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If any person trying to change, automatically a new object will be created. So why immutability is required? Because of object reusability concept internally. So can you please give an example for mutability? List is the best example which is the mutable. But anyway, in the next classes we are going to use mutable, immutable repeatedly. You should have clarity at this stage only. Up to this is the clear?